So as you might have seen in my last video, I've decided to make the switch gradually away from Milwaukee and to Bosch. And I got this impact driver. This has chip connectivity to your Android device or iOS device, Apple. I had some problems connecting it. There's something that's really obvious when you know, but not when you don't know. So I'll just go through and explain how that works. The Bosch GDX 18V2110C uses a removable GCY42 Bluetooth low energy module. Now these Bluetooth modules only connect for a short time. It's to conserve battery power in the likes of a tool or some other device that it might be used in. So you need to trigger the tool for it to connect to the app. You use the Bosch 360 app to connect to the tool. I assumed that you would connect it directly using your Bluetooth, but that's not the case. You use the app. This allows you to connect to Pro 360 app, which is available in Android or iPhone. In my tool, the box instructions ask you to connect to the Bosch Toolbox app, but that's actually incorrect. It is the Pro 360 app. So first of all, go to the Play Store and find the app. Install that. Press the install. Takes a little while to load it. I've sped it up a little bit here. Open the app. Okay, it takes you through a registration process. I did this with Google. I'll block out my details. Agree to everything as usual. Don't agree to marketing consent. And then continue. Okay, now wants the address, which I did off camera. And you need to add your first device. So I didn't have a lot of luck with this part where you use the camera to scan it. It does work sometimes. It worked on some of them, but not on this one. Anyway, give it a try. An unidentified product. So it's actually got the product number wrong there, so you might as well just do it manually. If you are successful scanning it, it'll put the serial number in for you and everything, but now we've got to put the product number in. And in this case, it's 3601 JJ0200. And it tells you what it is. Now enter the serial number and it'll register the asset for you. Then to activate your warranty, it'll want you to upload the receipt, which will obviously have the date on it. This you do using the camera of the phone and then uploading it via the app. So we enter the Pro 360 app. And to make the tool connect, you first activate it. It's down the bottom here. There he is. And hit connect. As I say, you don't connect via your Bluetooth on your phone, you let the app do the connection, but you must have Bluetooth turned on. 97% battery. And there's your settings. So you've got screw modes. That's just a note explaining what they do. It customises these buttons on the pad on the tool. To scroll through those, you just push that button there. It moves it along. And likewise with the mode. And there you go, you have your A and your B. By default, A is self-tapping screws and B is wood screws default, but you can adjust that in here. And then you can turn the light off. That can be annoying at times, so you can adjust the brightness if you want to, and how long after it'll stay on for. And then your speed levels, they're preset. They're pretty good, really. I haven't adjusted mine, but you could do. And that adjusts the light on the user interface on the tool. Soft start. Yeah, I tend to have soft start turned on. It comes off by default. Just means you pull the trigger and it'll gradually build up speed rather than just going full speed. And you can add tasks. I guess this is if it's due for a service on a certain date or something that needs to be tested for some reason. I don't know. And usage and performance. That tells you how long your tools run for and the number of switch cycles. So it says there, mine's only done 18 minutes and 1,332 switch cycles. That's all your product details. And it has your invoice, which you have to upload when you register the tool. Gives you a guarantee. And there we can go for parts. So I've just done a screen overlay here from my mobile phone. Just makes it a bit clearer. So when you click the parts button, it automatically enters in your model number of your tool and then does a search for any available parts. Gives you a schematic, which you can see there. You can zoom in that, or you can do a full screen of the schematic. There we go, that's the drawing. And numbers each individual part. It says you can search by the number there, but I didn't actually get that to work. But anyway, that's a list of the parts that are shown. I'm sure there must be more. But anyway, give you some prices there. So I'm still not really very comfortable with having an app for a power tool like this. I mean, I guess what it does is it means that you don't have to have 100 controls on your power tool and you can just connect via your phone and change things as you might want to. But frankly, I don't think I'll be changing anything very regularly. But I guess it's there and that's the way of the world these days. So that's a basic overview of how to connect the tool to the app and just to look at a few of the functions. I hope that helped. Thanks for your time.